They used to bust a couple scams off the...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Geno. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Allen to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short gain here down to the 22. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No score after one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Oh. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we have the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's That's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Again, it's Cook. And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one will arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they move fakes a spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half, and now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they can't bring him down. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for it.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname up to something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
The Bills passing game, getting down the field. They've got another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Allen now on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Gabriel Davis, 36 yards. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 right at the 30. Geno now to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Smith and Jigma with the grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Running right, here's Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Tre'Davious White that time getting there for the loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second down, a run with Dallas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Gabe Davis and the Bills offense set to get back to work.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Smith. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing again is Smith.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They snap it to Smith.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Under pressure, they got him again. DeQuan Jones
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 stop closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
To about the 35, 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.